Hi, how you doing? My name's Zach Inkley. I'm a recording arts student here at Full Sail University, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Paul Leary, who's one of my favorite record producers. Paul Leary is a producer, mix engineer, and guitar player from San Antonio, Texas. He was first known as the guitar player for the infamous alt-rock band Butthole Surfers. When they started recording, they didn't have any money to put into studio time, so they would record at their friend's demo studio, and they lived in the shed behind it. And at nighttime, Gibby, the frontman of the Butthole Surfers, and Paul Leary would sneak into the studio and try to teach themselves how to use all the recording gear. Eventually, they got big enough and got enough money to start buying their own recording gear, and Paul Leary would record local bands for fun. And he found this one bluegrass band called the Bad Livers, and he recorded some of their stuff, and he liked them enough that he said he would front them studio money if he could produce their album, which he ended up doing. The guys from the Meat Puppets heard the album and also heard that he had been working in the studio with the legendary bassist of Led Zeppelin and producer John Paul Jones. Once they heard about this, the Meat Puppets contacted him asking if he would pass some of their music on to John Paul Jones, and he did, and John Paul Jones liked it. And after they heard that, they got back in contact and asked Paul Leary if he would like to produce their album. The album was called Too High to Die, and it was a commercial success. It was a gold record. It was Paul Leary's first gold record. It's what kick-started his producing career. Around 1996, which was right around the time that the Meat Puppets broke up, Leary was looking for work, and his agent called him up and asked if he'd like to produce a record for the band Sublime, which he was a huge fan of after hearing their song Date Rape played on the radio constantly. So he went in and recorded their self-titled album Sublime, which was a huge hit. It was a gold record. It was released 2 months after the lead singer Bradley Nowell killed himself. So it was their last album, but it was also their biggest album. It has hits that are still played on the radio today, like What I Got and Doing Time and April 29th, 1992 and Santeria, which my mom knows all the words to that song. Those were huge hits. He stayed with them for a while. He produced in 1998, he did their acoustic album, which was Bradley Nowell and Friends. The reason that Sublime really liked him, and same with the Meat Puppets, and picked him up was because he was known for his live sound. The way that he produced, it had a very in the room with the band kind of sound. It would sound like if you were at a bar with them or something, which is what he was critically acclaimed for. Leary went on a brief hiatus in '99 when he started playing guitar for John Paul Jones's side project Zuma. He also went on tour with him for that year, so he didn't really do much producing. He came back to the studio in 2000 to produce the Meat Puppets album Golden Lies. And then he also that year produced U2's Elevation, which was in the film Tomb Raider. He also did Exhibit's X remix and Nelly Furtado's Turn Off the Lights. That same year, he also produced the Butthole Surfers' Weird Revolution. Leary developed a friendship with the indie singer-songwriter Daniel Johnston, and in 2003, he helped him produce his record Early Recordings Volume 1. Also, because of his success with Sublime, there were a lot of ska and reggae bands coming after him, asking for his help, such as Pepper and Slightly Stupid. He ended up producing Pepper's 2006 record, No Shame, and their 2008 record, Pink Crustaceans and Good Vibrations. He also mixed and produced Slightly Stupid's 2007 record, Chronichitis, and their 2008 record, Slightly Not Stoned Enough to Eat Breakfast Yet Stupid, which were both pretty big in the reggae world. Following the ska/reggae pattern he was familiar with, he returned to Sublime in 2011 to record them with their new lead singer, Rome, for the record Yours Truly. It's funny talking about Leary's list of accomplishments like this because he hardly even considers himself a producer. Recently he saw that he had an article in the Mix magazine, that someone had written an article about him in Mix magazine, and his response was, "That's weird, I don't even think I'm a producer, I'm still a punk rock guitar player." Those words pretty much sum up his style and how, even though he's done so much, he's been loving it so much that he doesn't even realize what he's done. That's about it on Paul Leary. Thank you very much for listening.